Are you a Canadian millennial who remembers PJ Fresh Phil from The Zone? For my Japanese, international, and new generation viewers, who is PJ Fresh Phil? He was one of the original personalities on YTV Canada that helped to define a generation of Canadian millennials. Instead of airing commercials, PJ Phil and the other PJs, known as program jockeys, used that segment time to share their talents. One of my favorite segments from PJ Phil was this one, where he talks about introducing guitar to beginners.
Okay, the next step after you buy your first guitar is, of course, the amplifier and your effects, which also runs in there. Now, hopefully for around $400 or $500, you can get a pretty solid amplifier. Now, the big question is whether you go with tubes, which gives it that kind of warm sound, which is what they used way back when, or solid state. Now, for me, the big thing about amplifier is to have that versatility, because you can have lots of effects and stuff, but right now what I have plugged in at home is my guitar and just plain clean, no effects, no distortion, nothing, because when you're playing, you want to get that kind of clarity, especially when you're practicing. You want to be able to hear you playing, and then you can add in the effects later.
In the after-school programming block known as The Zone, PJ Phil introduced new shows to Canadian millennials for the very first time, such as Sailor Moon, and he also did interviews with some of the original voice actors.
That is Susan Roman and Stephanie Morganstern, two voices from Sailor Moon. Is that right? We have Sailor Jupiter here, who's Susan, and Stephanie is Sailor Venus.
I see, okay.
Improvise something quickly.
All right, okay. Let's see, okay, Venus? Venus? Where is Sailor Moon?
I have no idea.
What are you talking about? Was she at school? She wasn't studying, I know that.
If it wasn't for YTV Canada and for personalities like PJ Fresh Phil and Sugar, who came on the scene later, I probably would not have made the trip to Japan. As an English teacher in Japan today, I try to introduce the spirit of YTV in my classroom, even if it's just passively. Keep it weird on the English Zone. And the best part is, PJ Fresh Phil is back with his own podcast called PJ Phil's Last Stand. Check it out.
Are you guys ready? It's PJ Fresh Phil's Last Stand.
If you're still watching to this point, thank you. Let's do a quick fit check. Today I am channeling my inner Sailor Moon with a punk twist. I'm wearing vintage Love Rabby. The mesh top is Nico and I managed to include my work pants. They're from drugstores.